Brothers and sisters, we're now doing the next 2 parts of a 4-part series on becoming more and more vibrantly alive. And we're here in a beautiful park in the Berkeley Hills. One would never guess that it's midwinter, but there are even hints of springtime here in December. And we're going to start with some very, very simple stretches. Let's begin. Let's begin with the neck, and we're going to do some neck rolls. We're going to be going left to right, and around, and then opposite that. Some wonderful neck rolls. All of us who spend too many hours in front of a screen all require this so very, very much so. So we're doing some neck rolls, and then we'll go back, up and down, and then all the way around, Please don't hesitate to follow along. You're so welcome indeed. And next thing we're going to be doing are some shoulder rolls. And we're going to be doing up and down, and then forward, shoulder rolls, and then let's warm up our wrists by doing some wrist exercises like that. And then let's follow that with a shoulder stretch. Left hand. Stretch it out. This is a wonderful exercise. Like this. And then shoulder stretch with the right hand. Shoulder stretch with the left hand. Shoulder stretch with the right hand. And then some very, 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 very simple movement, going all the way around, and then we'll do some bends, hands above. We'll go down, up, up, down, between, up, down, between. And let's get down to the floor, please. And we'll do stretch, right foot over left, and then another stretch, left foot over right, right foot over left, left foot over right. We'll do the plow exercise from yoga. And then figure eights with one's pelvis. And I have found this to be very beneficial indeed. So figure eights from one's pelvis. Let's get all the knots and all the stiffness out. Figure eights, remarkably beneficial. And now let's do some some stretches. I think these are called V push-ups or some such things like that. So here we go with V-ups. Yeah, that's it. A V-up, a V-up, a V-up, and a V-up. And then we're going to stretch here, go here, go all the way over. And then that has sort of loosened up the energy. And let's get some of our knots and stuck places out. As you see, I've taken off my shoes. I'm in contact with the vibrant grass, this vibrant California earth. So let's go ahead. Let's do some deep breathing, and let's feel the heave of the earth. Feel the vibrations of the earth. Feel the heaving of the earth, the breathing of the earth, the life of the earth underneath our feet, and let's get all that stuck energy, that anger, that raucousness, all those misunderstandings. Let's get them all out and grounded into the earth. The earth can take it. We cannot. Let's not hold anything. Let's ground it all out, all of that stuck energy. So those are a few very, very simple elementary exercises that all of us need so very, very much indeed, stuck as we are in front of a computer screen. And now I'd like to say a few words about Victory Gardens. Victory Gardens are part of our ethos. Ask your grandparents about Victory Gardens. In 1943, in the midst of the Second World War, there were 18 million Victory Gardens in these United States. And these Victory Gardens produced 40% of the vegetables that people ate in those times. Think of it. Eleanor Roosevelt, a righteous woman, had the part of the White House lawn dug up and planted there a Victory Garden. Imagine that. Now, in most of the states at this time, it's a little too cold and the ground is a little too frozen to start planting. But all of us, in the privacy of our kitchens, can grow wheatgrass. Here's a wheatgrass flat that I've grown. Look how vibrant this is. And you can be sure there are many, many wondrous videos on YouTube that will show you just how to go about planting a wheatgrass flat. How magnificent, how vibrant, how alive it is. Imagine throwing a clump or two of wheatgrass in a living green drink. We can grow sunflower sprouts. Also very, very easy to grow, and innumerable videos on YouTube that will show you step by step just how to go about. And in addition to this, you can grow lentil sprouts, arugula sprouts, broccoli sprouts, cabbage sprouts. So many, many possibilities out there. Even in the midst of winter, all you need is a south-facing window and you're in business. And I would like to say that we can start planning a victory garden. There are also many YouTube videos that will show you step by step how to go about it. Please start to plan your victory garden now. It's not a luxury. It's become a necessity, a necessity of survival in these times. All of us have got to go back, to get back to the wonderment, the joy, and the creativity of growing our own food. It is a privilege, brothers and sisters. And then beyond that, it may be a little too cold to plant a garden right now, but you could create create in your backyard a compost pile and begin with that immediately. And it's also the time, brothers and sisters, to plant a tree. Think of it, planting in your front yard or planting in your backyard an heirloom historic apple tree, a pear tree, a plum tree, a peach tree, or a cherry tree. Now is the time. It's called bare root season. Now is the time to plant a tree. And plant that tree with intentionality. Plant your tree because 42% of American adults are obese. And they say that in just 10 years' time, it's going to be 50% obese. Plant that tree, that historic fruit tree, because there's a surge in suicides. And this is all the more tragic that that part of that surge is amongst teens and young people. All the more tragic. And they say that the number of suicides has overtaken the number of deaths due to traffic-related injuries. This is so sad. Plant that tree because over 40,000 Americans die each year of overdosing on opioids. Plant that tree because for the last 3 consecutive years, life expectancy has been falling in these United States despite the hundreds of billions of dollars spent on Medicare. Plant that tree because the birth rate in these United States has fallen to the lowest point ever since they started keeping records in the 1890s. What could be more sad and more tragic? And let me conclude, brothers and sisters, with our faith in you, that you will see us through, you will carry us through, you will help us create here a garden, an edible landscape for the human spirit. Thank you so very, very much indeed. A privilege to share some thoughts. We so much enjoy your comments and suggestions. Thank you indeed.